Hello and welcome back to Let's Play PC Building Simulator on hard mode. Looks like we've got two PCs already ready to go out. If I remember correctly, we just need to run our 3D mark on this one to get our 3218 score. And we'll go through our emails and check out the new jobs. Dear film fan, did you know that cult classic Babes of Bathmore is not currently available for purchase anywhere? And yet when a brave fan has stepped forward to preserve this culturally significant work, they sent in the lawyers. How many more films must be lost to the decaying and rotten film industry before we stand up and say no more? Film truth. The fight back starts here. It's time for an independent authority to step forward and hold them to account for their heinous activities in pursuit of ever greater profit. Now, Blake Paterberg is proud to present a new grassroots media organization, Film Truth, dedicated to rooting out corruption and profiteering at the highest levels in the stagnant swamp of the film industry. Blake Paterberg is an industry professional with over 5 years experience behind enemy lines as assistant junior moderator at Disgraced Film Reviews Orifice Movie Maniacs. Sick of the behind-the-scenes hypocrisy, he bravely left to found the Film Classics Archive, which was then forced out of business by greedy corporate interests. To support Film Truth, go to www.filmtruth.freehosting.co.uk and sign up as a backer. You'll get early access to every breaking story and an exclusive discussion forum for true cult cinema fans. No thanks. Attention, you win! We have 15 fabulous yachts to give away. You may have already won. Please respond. Click here. Get in touch with us as soon as possible. We really need to give these yachts away. Seriously. We're in massive debt and need to liquidate our assets. Please respond. Please. Oh, looks like Hazel's back. Hello again. Thank you for attempting to repair my computer. However, on receiving it, I noticed that it still doesn't turn on. Needless to say, I am disappointed that I have to teach a so-called expert how to fix a computer. One of my friends at the Woodsea Alliance tells me there may be a malevolent spirit to blame, and I'm inclined to believe them. Could you check the system over for any malicious energies and purge them? I didn't get all the details, but my friend's suggested method includes lubricate all components with a highly diluted solution of thermal paste. This has the effect of triggering the computer's own cooling mechanisms, which may aid recovery from any malware infection. Burn the thigh bone of a blessed sheep in the presence of the computer to drive out the evil spirits. If you cannot easily obtain an ethically sourced sheep bone, a chicken drumstick will do. Place round magnets at the energy points on your forehead and your upper chest. They can be held in place with sticky tape. Important, do not get too close to the computer while conducting this ritual, or the magnetic essence will blank the hard drive. Best wishes, Hazel. So she just wants us to remove some viruses. Got it. Forward. Do get back to me. I wish to thank you for your assistance while I was held at Chichester International Airport. I was to send your reward via my attorney, Brian Eggleston, who I believe you have been in contact with, but I have chosen to write to you personally. Your quick and excellent work made all the difference to my case. I will gladly approve your reward money, although I must ask one last favor. The computer you built is not quite powerful enough for me to play League of Legends. Could you make the necessary improvements? I think you will find the reward money more than compensates you for this task. Many thanks, Prince Duarte. Labor, $4,000. Now, I believe this is the PC that we had fully built last time, and we actually built it to the specs to play League of Legends. So, what I'm going to do is just accept it. And when it gets here, it should say that it already meets the requirements. All right. Melville.Terrence. Rig is broken. Hello, could you make some repairs? I was experimenting and, well, I don't think I'll do it again. ASAP, please. It's urgent. I like nice and shiny new components. Replace RAM and replace air cooler for 150 bucks. It's not a very big budget. Must be a cheap RAM. G-Skill, 8 gig, and air cooler. Arctic Freezer 33 esports. So when we say 8 gig, 2133. So I believe the slowest one we have, so that's 60 bucks. That one we can get rid of. That one we can get rid of. This is Melville. Terrence. RAM, we got G-Skill. G-Skill. 8 gigabyte. 133. Then it was esports. Arctic Freezer 33. So CPU cooling. Manufacturer. Arctic Freezer 33. Esports 1 red. Pretty sure Esports Edition red. Is that the same thing? Oh no, it's this one. Arctic 33 esports red. We'll accept that. So those are some pretty easy jobs for the next day. So that's 60. No, we only have $40 left, so there's not much more we can do for this guy. He's already got a bunch of fans. All right, so we'll just buy now. All right, let's check this. Oh, yeah, we reached our 3D mark. That was needed. So let's get these programs off the computer and get these 3 PCs sent out. Pretty sure I have everything installed, no extra parts. All right, let's get these out of here. Bruce Van Cleef, whoa, what is that? Why were those only half colored in? They got my PC up to 3218 and 3D Mark, and whatever my kids put on there is now gone. They put in a working RAM, and using it is a massive pleasure now. Cool, cool. Parts. Got 8 core 1700X, AMD. And that is... not sure what that is. Is that a case? Not entirely sure. A bunch of Arctic freezers. So CPU coolers. Looks like case, RAM, and GPU. And that's it. Everything else is in transit. So let's go to the next day. Air cooler and RAM. See, this one can already play League of Legends. So all we have to do is make sure it can boot up. So we'll just power that on. You need viruses removed. That one can boot up. You can already play League of Legends, so you are ready to get shipped right back out. She just needs a virus scan. And you needed a new cooler and RAM. Get rid of that. That in there. Restart you, get some programs installed on you. We did replace some parts, so we will run 3D Mark just to make sure I didn't forget thermal paste or anything. And you, I'm pretty sure you're done. You don't need to be cleaned out or anything. All right. Looks like we got... oh, well, you are done. So Bruce Van Cleef. Oh, free at last. The fates work in mysterious ways, my technologically minded friend. It seems my publisher is unwilling to offer a second advance on my current work in progress, leaving me utterly destitute and unable to afford the endless stream of electronic nonsense I've been forced to purchase just to keep my editor happy. Well, I won't stand for it. I am an award-winning author, after all. So I have decided to sell this computer, this electronic laughingstock, this pox on literature, and slink back to my typewriter in the hope of rediscovering my muse. I only hope it's not too late. Many thanks for your work up to this point, but your services are no longer required. Best regards, Bruce Van Cleef, award-winning author. I am a doctor. Hi there, I ordered a PC from you around 9 months ago, and while it runs okay, it doesn't seem to like doing anything too taxing lest it get too hot. My good friends, Dr. Waterman and Dr. Wright, told me over a sandwich that you had fixed their machines. Could you have a look at mine, please? So another PC purchase from Tim where he didn't add thermal paste. We will take care of that. Haslam.Steven. Request for repairs. I need some help. My rig is broken. My daughter likes to take the RAM out and put it back in. Now it stopped working. I've got to have it by 9 days. Is it okay that it's so dusty? I've read that ADATA parts are really good. So he wants ADATA RAM. Probably a hard drive. So accept. Slam.Stevens. So he wants RAM hard drive. So ADATA. Okay. So we got $200. Shoot, what was that? 2,400. So, RAM. Is that one right? Max D10, 8 gigabyte, 2,400. Yep, so this one, so minus 70. So we got $130. ADATA XPG D10 8 gigabyte 2,400. That's all I needed, right? It was just ADATA parts. Yeah. So storage. I think ADATA only makes SSDs though. Okay. Because he's got 500 gigabyte. Don't think we have anything that big. Not that we can afford. Yeah, so we're going to have to go with just a hard drive. So for 130, we can go up to 4 terabyte. So storage. Seagate 4 terabyte. An NCamp. Hi, are you available for a job? Do you think you could help me make some upgrades? Can you get my PC to hit 3662 in benchmark? I want 16 gigabytes RAM installed. I like nice and shiny new components. This seems a bit dusty inside. So he's got 8 gigabytes. 470 gaming 4G. That seems like a low man on the totem pole. So 470 gaming 4G. That's decently low. What are you? Well, not the lowest. What are you at for i5 6600? I mean, this could use a bump. So we've got, what, $700, I think? So he's got a Dominator, Corsair Dominator 2800 8 gig. 2800 Corsair Dominator Platinum. Yep. So minus 95. New one goes to NCamp. Corsair. Gigabyte 2800. All right, so what is your power supply at? 550. So we could probably just go straight to minus 495. That would put it at 110. And processors. I wouldn't be able to upgrade that. So what would we be able to spend if we jump this up to an i7? Intel minus 250. Be 355. So we could go up to so we had a 470 gaming 4G. Pretty sure that's what it was. He had a regular gaming 4G, so down here. So our options were GTX 1060, Overclock Edition, Asus, or MSI. It's 1060. So here, or here. So the MSI is slightly better, so we will actually go with that for 350. So we'll add that. So GPU, we're going with MSI GTX 1060 X plus 6G. And then we were going with Intel i7 6700. i7 6700K. And that only leaves us $5 left in the budget. So that should be the 3 parts for him. And the 2 parts for the other guy, and then the other guy just needs thermal paste. Cool, cool. So let's get this out of here. All right, Hazel. 5 stars. Dorte. Get our 4 grand for him with our 5 stars. And Melville. My RAM is good as new, and they're fast. More parts. Cases. CPUs, GPUs, cases, and RAM. GPU and case. And everybody else is in transit. So we will purchase these parts. And we are going to the last day of the month. All right, I'm a doctor. You just needed your thermal paste. Get that going. We're going to replace the RAM and hard drive. Let's see. Get that out of there. Oh, come on. Let me click on the cord. Thank you. Nobody needed memory. You had ADATA. Pretty sure it was 2400. Let's get the cords plugged in. Actually, let's get that restarted. Sure that's cleaned out. You're still going. You just need parts replaced. I don't need to, I didn't actually need to run that, but whatever, I did it. You are good, you are not blue screening anymore. Alright, now he had, got him another stick of RAM. That and graphics card. Alright. Let's get that. Oh no, we need to remove this because we got him an i7. And graphics card, you had the 1060. Should be everything. You can get plugged in. Should you go in? You are set. You can restart. And we will get this running before we start going through emails. Bruce Van Cleef, just forwarding part of this magnificent article about yours truly from the Metropolitan Literary Express. But what really surprises us about Van Cleef is that he continues working at all. Here is a man of such bizarre talent that it's a wonder he hasn't yet been taken away by the aliens who, we presume, dropped him off in the first place. Instead, he consents to stay with the rest of us mere mortals, plugging away tirelessly at a book which is due to come out several years late and full of prose too incomprehensible to the common reader that it's hard to believe a human had any hand in its creation at all. Isn't it marvelous? I've always thought of myself as an author who transcends space literature, but to have it confirmed by the MLE is a real feather in my cap. Please do make sure to pre-order my upcoming work. As an additional little bonus, after all the work you've done for me, I would be happy to sign your copy for a small fee. Best regards, Bruce Van Cleef, award-winning author. Oh, hello. Once again, I am shocked at your methods and your so-called business ethics. My computer still will not turn on, despite your assurance is that it's in working condition. I am convinced that if you had followed my instructions correctly, we would not need to have this conversation. I am frankly appalled at the level of customer service you've displayed throughout, considering your status as a so-called expert. Rest assured, everyone at the Woodsy Alliance will be hearing about this, and I will be blogging about this on Roller. Hazel. Okay. So notes, you're good. And camp, you're good. Help. Repairs needed for A. Gibbs. My friend said you work with computers. Can you repair something for me? I slipped and fell onto the PC and it made a nasty noise. I think the motherboard is fried. It looks a bit bland in there. Some plastic purple cables might make it look nicer. I heard you guys use parts. Please don't do that. So motherboard and hard drive. For $400. So motherboard, we have B250M. That's the only one we have, yep. So B250M Gaming 5. So and that. That's 170. E250M. Gigabyte. All right, and then they needed a hard drive. Which is a 2 terabyte. Storage. Minus 130. We can put a 4 terabyte in there. And honestly, I have a 3 terabyte for 90 that I can put in there. That's still considered brand new, so that would only leave $10. I might just do that. So we will go Seagate 3 terabyte and 4 terabyte HDD. And he wanted purple cables, correct? Yes, so I will need to buy those because I don't have purple cables yet. Purple. $300. We can just buy all 3 of those just because. M. Kelly, can you help me out with something? It's time for me to upgrade my PC. My mate's PC benchmarks 3259, so it needs to be at least that. Can you put 16 gigabytes of memory? Can you make this not your number one priority, please? I've noticed it sometimes runs a bit slow too. All right, so shop. So for $800, and you have a 450. Ugh. Can I replace your power supply? Is the question, without it yelling at me. I think if we're upgrading benchmarks, we can replace just about any part, possibly. Not entirely sure. Wait, what do you have? You have... Just want to make sure it's a... 450B3. ATX. That's all I need to know, is that it's an ATX. So type, nope. Length, nope. Form factor, ATX. So we can go 600 for $80. We'll go that. So it's M. Kelly. Power King 600. And what do you have for graphics card and processor? G4520. G4520. Nope. 20. That is like the lowest of the low on the totem pole. So processors. i7. 6700. Graphics cards. What do you have for a graphics card? You have a 1060 overclock. Ooh. So your graphics card's actually pretty good already. Because you're here. Right? Yeah. Asus 1060. So he's already up here. So we're looking at 1060 up to 980s and 390s. So this one's actually slightly better, but what else we got? We could go for this one. So a 980 Ti Gaming 6 GLE. Yep, because all I have left is 470. So we'll add this. GPU, MSI, GTX, 980, 6G LE. Boom, boom, boom. That's all for the previous guy. All right, let's get these out of here. Definitely hit our benchmark with him. Get out of here. Let's go to emails. I'm a doctor. 5 stars. Broken rig. They fixed my RAM, or they fixed the RAM in my machine, and using it is a massive pleasure now. Good to hear. And camp. Five stars. They proved my PC could get 3662 in 3D Mark, and I couldn't be happier. We unlock the next level. Good, good. And more RAM. Cloud notes. M Oak. Good day. I think something's broken. I'm not sure what's wrong. Can you have a look? I keep getting blue screens. Something about a display driver. I reckon it's because of the graphics card. I need it before 2/12/2018 in 12 days. If you can, I'd love some plastic white cables. So white. You wanted. Oh wait, who wanted? 8 Gibbs wanted purple cables. Need to make sure I write that in the notes so I don't forget. So he said graphics card, but there could be other things wrong with it. Via GeForce GTX 1060 Founders Edition. Graphics card. 1060 Founders. So that's 340 out of 500. So we will add that just to make sure. So cloud notes, GPU, NVIDIA GTX 1060 Founders. But that leaves $160 still. So he's saying he gets blue screen, or is he getting... Keep getting blue screen, something about the display driver. So is it just the graphics card? Because what else do you have? i3-6320. That's 115. Could be that in the cooler too? I'm not sure. We might just have to get the graphics card and then replace that and then diagnose it and see if there's anything else wrong with it. So we will accept that for now. Unfair C. Hi, I've got some upgrade plans in mind, so I need it to get about 3840 in benchmarks if possible. Do you think you could do all that in 12 days? The vents look a bit clogged. Is it okay? If you can, I'd love some plastic green cables. Okay, so we're going back to cables, and we need green. May just spend the $300 to get all three of these. So we got a $900 budget. You've got $450. So again, if we can just do... Did you want... You did not need 16 gigabytes RAM, you just wanted... Okay. So... Ryzen 5 6-core 1600X. Ryzen 5 6-core 1600X. So any Ryzen 8 1700s are better. Sure, AMD. So we could go this and get the golden. Oh, new. Unfair C. Green cables. GPU. MSI GTX 980. 980. 6G golden. And then power supply, we will do another Arking 1600. Or Arking 600. Then we still have 405 left of the budget. So we can do a Ryzen AMD 7 1800X. So in transit, in transit, in transit. All right, we will order these parts. And I'm going to end it here. I want to thank you for watching. And I'll see you next time when we continue into the next month. Until then, take care.